Hey, so I'd like to show you this really nice money management budgeting app, which you can use to manage your personal or your business budget. And one thing I like, for one, is that it can be used in many different languages. So that's one thing which is, I think, pretty nice. But mainly, this is actually manual. It doesn't connect to any of your bank accounts. So this is for you to manually put in, as you can see, put in your incomes. This is actually a demo run, so they already have data loaded in here on the demo version, which is why it says Welcome Amy up here. And when you click the link, you can actually go ahead and use the demo version of this as well. But let me just show you how it basically works. So you do have your list of incomes, and you can actually click New Transaction, and you can add more incomes, right? So if you expect income on a certain day, you can put the name, the amount, the category, all right, save income. So it's very intuitive, very easy to use, very straightforward. And then you have the expenses section, which is basically the same idea. You can go to New Transaction, right? And you can add a new expense. If you have another expense that you want to add, you simply save the expense, right? And I'm just going to go back. And you can also download these expenses and these incomes to an Excel file, CSV, or as a report. So that's another nice thing I like. So if you have a list of your expenses, you can download them to Excel. And there's also an accounts section where you can actually, so in my, for example, I'll just take a look at my bill tracker that I made. If you haven't seen it before, basically you can keep track of your bills here and your income and payments, and it gives you a net balance. And it's good, it does what it's meant to do, but what I love about this is that now you can actually specify different accounts, right? So I'm actually, in this system, you're able to create and add and remove all your different accounts very easily. So if I don't have Google Wallet, I can simply delete this, right? And then if I have some other account that I want to add, I simply type in the name of that account. It could be, let's say, Cash App, right? And I'll just click Save. Okay, now I have my Cash App account. Another thing is the budget section, where you can do a budget for the month, where you can actually say, okay, rather than looking at transactions and saying I have this much coming in or out on a certain day, you're looking at the overall budget of food, clothing, health, household. You have all these different categories, all right? Again, these are preloaded for the demo. They can be deleted. And the thing is, you can create new categories as well. So you have all these different categories in your budget, but under settings, you can actually add or delete expense categories. So if there's some other category that you want to create, you can just click Add New Category and add a new category. I'll just put software, because I do a lot of software stuff, right? And I'll put software, and that could be my category, right? So you can also add different income categories if you have some other source of income that is not listed here, right? So those are some of the different things you can do here. So it really allows you to organize all of your income, all of your expenses, as well as your monthly expected budget. All right. Now, aside from all that, you have reports that you can actually pull based on all of the information that you provide. These will show you your overall report of your income, your expenses, and then the difference between your income and your expenses. Similarly to what I did here in my system, right? So it's very similar to what I did here, where I have you enter in your bills, you enter in some expected payments, a date, an end date, and it's going to tell you, okay, 2,000's coming in, 1,000 is not paid. This is what you'll be left with, 1,000, right? And I have a link for this as well if you want to try my free Excel bill tracker spreadsheet if you haven't before. But back to this, you also have an income calendar, where you can actually go to a calendar and see where the incomes are coming in, and you can have an expense calendar where you can see where the expenses are coming out for your budget. All right, so then you have income reports, you have expense report, right, total expenses for the month, and then you have advanced reports where you can actually pull your results within a certain date range. Okay, so these are all nice features, and you see you have all these different metrics that you can base it on as well. So these are very nice features to really break down and analyze your income, expenses, and your budget. Okay, so my Excel bill tracker, this is good for like basic management of your cash flow, to say, okay, I have this many bills due, and it's really, this is also very short term, so this is meant to be used short term. So like, okay, these are the bills I have due this month, you know, and these are the incomes I expect to get this month. You know, what am I going to have left in a month, right? That's really what I designed this for, more like short term. I see this as more of a more permanent long term system that you can use continuously. And there have been studies that actually show that using budgeting apps actually helps people save money. And by the way, this can be used on various devices, not just on a computer. It can be used on a mobile device as well as a desktop. So this is a multi-device, multi-platform app. So if you think you might like it, try it out. There's a link. You can do the demo version, which is what I'm using right now, just to see how it works, and then decide if it's something you want to continue with or not. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them below as usual. Mr. Mark, check my links to see what's available, and I hope to see you in another video.